Okay.
How you doing? How you doing?
Honestly, how are you, darn? Let us know how you darn, who we're hanging out with, who's in the chat with us. It's another great day to talk about Dynasty football, to do a Dynasty startup,
As
talk
always.
about the Senior Bowl, Joe Mixon getting in trouble. A lot of crazy things going on. What's up, Verardar? He says, I got you with that like. Appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
Says, now let's see someone with balls take Bijan 101 in a startup. Oh, gosh. I can already see the comments. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. What's up, Daniel? What's up, Government Divides?
It divides. It's true, man. It does.
Wow. Amen. Russ says, I've got a startup this Sunday. Can't wait to see some of this ADP. Love that. Are all... Sorry, who's loud? Thank you so much for the sub, Lance. Am I loud?
No, my audio sounded weird. It sounds weird right now, so I'm trying to figure it out.
Are all leagues Superflex anymore? I wish we get tight end premium or non-Superflex someday. Yeah, there's got to be people out there who are covering that content on YouTube. You're not going to see it much from us, but there's definitely people out there. What's up, David? What's up, Steven? What's up, 97 Nick? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Do us a favor. Drop a like if you have yet to do so. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. We are doing a 2023 Dynasty Startup mock draft, and we should probably begin the live stream talking about Joe Mixon.
Joe Money Bags, man.
Because there's apparently a warrant out for his arrest. I'm sure you've seen this. There's a warrant out for his arrest. So that is an interesting storyline to follow.
Did you see what they said about what he did though? Like apparently, like he pointed a gun at like some girl.
Oh,
and was
really?
Like, I should kill you. Like I should kill you right here, type vibe.
Oh my gosh.
And hold on, let me see if I can find the tweet.
That's a little bit intense.
Yeah, it's not okay. Joe Mixon. I think it was on
an arrest warrant. Well, there's one here from Bleach Report. It says an arrest warrant has been issued for Bengals Joe Mixon after he allegedly pointed a gun at a woman and threatened her.
Yeah, it says allegedly pointed a gun at the woman, said, "You should be popped in the face. I should shoot you now. The police can't get me."
Send me that.
That's on JPA's Instagram.
That's JPA.
Yeah.
JPA.
So I mean, that is, first of all, that is not okay. Number one. Number two, that's crazy.
If true.
Yes, true. That's right. If true. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Bengals Joe Mixon allegedly pointed a gun at a woman and said, "You should be popped in the face."
Imagine if he was in the Super Bowl. Oh my gosh.
Oh wow. Jeez. Yeah, that's
maybe
intense.
The event wouldn't have happened if he was in the Super Bowl. Like maybe he would be at practice or something.
So we're gonna put this one on the Kansas City Chiefs, hey?
No, I'm saying like
I'm kidding.
Not even.
Yeah, that's rough. I mean, let's see what happens. Obviously, they'll go through a system, and we'll see what that ends up looking like. But definitely not good to hear if you're someone in Dynasty who owns Joe Mixon. Yeah. But as a lot of people have been talking about, they have thought about, apparently there's a potential they cut him. Good running back class coming up, good free agent running back. So maybe, I mean, who knows?
Who knows, man? Who knows?
Joe Mixon news, that's right. Madden says just traded Lamar and Tyreek for 105, 106, 205, 24 first, 24 second, and a 25 first. Yeah, I think you got enough. That's definitely
bunch of picks,
definitely good.
First rounders and stuff. Yeah, feels good.
Daniel says your new Dynasty rankings are fire. Thank you. Appreciate that. If you guys are curious how you can gain access to those Dynasty rankings, not only rankings, it's rookie profiles, it's all-time prospect tier lists, it's positional rankings, Dynasty Superflex rookie rankings. All that can be found over on our Patreon. Everyone on the Close Friends Plus tier and above will have access to that. Big shout out to everyone who signed up recently. Really appreciate y'all. But the feedback has been really, really good, so that's awesome. Any chance YouTube peeps can get in this mock? So if people want to get in today's mock, Badake, what's the process?
Yeah, guys, as always, for every single mock, whether it's rookie or Dynasty startup, all you have to do is join our Discord and link in the description below or in the chat, as you can see right now. Go there, go to the Dynasty Damn It tab and then Dynasty Mock Draft tab. It is first come, first serve. Keep that in mind. First come, first serve for everyone, but it's okay because we do a mock draft Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Maybe soon to be 8 p.m. I don't know if you saw that poll. A lot of people are saying 8 p.m.
No, I looked at that poll and I was like, this is so inconclusive. It's literally completely even.
I didn't know. I haven't seen the update. I saw it super early yesterday. Yes, it is completely even now. I can see it now.
You know what I mean? It's like, so this told us nothing.
So 7:30 then.
Yeah, maybe we should start doing 7:30.
Maybe we should. But
maybe meet in the middle.
Yeah, if you want to join a mock draft, once again, join our Discord. Link in the description below or in the chat. It is first come, first serve, but it's okay because we're gonna do mock drafts all throughout the off season.
Yeah.
So yeah, join the Discord. Join the Discord.
Yeah, appreciate that. David says rankings are fire. Appreciate that, man. No orphans available right now, but we do have people on wait lists for, you know, if those come out. Scary says the NFL gave Joe Mixon a crazy script. Those memes, wild. The script memes have been incredible. All right, do us a favor, guys. If you have yet to do so, go ahead and help out the stream. Drop a like if you like the content. If you like what we're putting out, constantly grinding for you, trying to give you a piece of Dynasty content every single day. Do us a massive favor and drop a like. Would really, really appreciate that. Easiest way to support what we do. So why don't we go ahead and send out the link for people to join us today, and we'll get it popping. We'll start this mock draft. We'll try and keep up with the chat. Keep in mind, if you have a question that you just need answered straight away, super chat's always an option for whatever amount. Otherwise, we'll try our best to get through the chat as we go and talk about the mock draft as well. But go ahead and send that link out for us, Badake.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and that link has been sent out.
Awesome.
Let's see.
So here we go.
Let's see what we can do.
Love it. All right, so we are full, and that happens pretty quickly. Sorry?
No, I was just saying, yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's get on the same page. We're doing a 2023 Superflex Dynasty Startup mock draft. This will include 2023 rookies, so you can draft them as you go. We're using the landing spots from this mock draft, which is from Walter Football. We've already put it in the description.
Yeah.
And it's also in the chat again. Bryce Young's a Texan. CJ Stroud's a Colt. We've got Will Levis to the Raiders. Anthony Richardson to the Panthers. Bijan Robinson to the Eagles. Pick 10 overall. Quentin Johnston's a Jet. Then we have the next offensive player is not for a while. Is it Jackson Smith-Njigba to the Ravens? Jordan Addison to the Giants. Michael Mayer to the Bengals. Jahmyr Gibbs to the Kansas City Chiefs into the first round. Then we have Zay Flowers to the Texans. Zach Charbonnet to the Raiders. Tanner McKee to the Saints in the second round. Jalen Hyatt goes to the Packers. Cedric Tillman to the Patriots. Hendon Hooker to the Commanders. Darnell Washington goes off the board as well. Dalton Kincaid to the Giants. And then are we moving into the second round yet? We're moving into the third round here. Jonathan Mingo to the Bears. Booty to the Cardinals. Kenny McIntosh to the Rams. Dontavion Wicks to the Raiders. Deuce Vaughn, who is not from Kentucky, he goes to the Saints. Tucker Kraft to the Titans. Sam Laporta to the Dolphins. Devin A-Chain to the Colts in the third. Josh Downs to the Seahawks in the third. Jaron Hall to the Vikings in the third. Charlie Jones to the Giants. Zach Evans to the Cowboys in the third.
Jones to the Giants, wow.
Yeah, Xavier Hutchinson to the Bills. So these are all the landing spots. If a player didn't go, then just assume that, you know, I mean, you can still draft them. These are landing spots we're using for now. So let's get on the same page and let's get this bad boy started. Appreciate that, Millie. Just keep doing your things, fellas. Most reliable guys in fantasy.
Thank you.
Pat Mahomes goes off the board at 101.
Worst pick of all. Worst pick of all.
Nah. Best pick you could possibly make. Josh Allen goes at the 102. Worst pick. Joe Burrow at the 103. Then Jalen Hurts. It feels almost consensus now for people to go Hurts over Herbert. From what I've seen the past month or so.
Yeah. I think
I'm still Herbert, but I can see the case.
Dang. Trevor Lawrence. That's why I was maybe thinking he can fall to me there. Lamar Jackson. Okay.
no more.
Well, I am on the clock here. Maybe it's time to switch it up. Maybe.
All right, what are we thinking then?
Time to switch it up.
Imagine the Bengals went Bijan in the first.
Yeah, that would be crazy. That would be crazy.
They didn't really run the ball very well versus the Chiefs. I'm going to go back and look at that, actually.
I'll try Jamar Chase here.
You're going to go Jamar Chase?
Let's see what happens. There's always a wide receiver that goes around this area.
So, to recap, the Bengals, Joe Mixon ran for 19 yards. Samaje Perine ran for 22 yards.
In the playoff game.
In the playoff game, they had 71 total rushing yards. So definitely did not. I'm not gonna say they didn't establish themselves, but they certainly could have done a better job. All right, this is easy money for me. Give me Deshaun Watson at the 111.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Chase over Jefferson. I think just with the connection with Joe Burrow, kind of that longevity, knowing that he's gonna have these, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase kind of together just feels good. I think it's kind of like 1A, 1B. You kind of pick and choose who you want there.
Yeah.
For Justin
for me, it's Justin Jefferson.
Chase.
For you, it's Jamar Chase. Regardless, both of those guys are in tier 1 and they're by themselves. So
I think for me in redraft is Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
But Jamar Chase, yeah, just pick and choose who you want.
All right, my next pick here, I'm just going to have fun. I think if I was doing a real draft today, I probably would go Kyler Murray here. But I'm just trying to have fun. I'm trying to see how it feels. I'm trying to switch things up. I'm going to go ahead and actually take my quarterback 1 in the rookie class, Bryce Young at the 2-2. Just because I haven't really been able to draft him in any of these mock drafts, so I want to see how it feels.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And have a little bit of a fun time.
Let's see how it rolls.
No more Trey Lance in the back of the first? Absolutely not. I mean, after he broke his ankle, there's no reason to have him there. Ain't no way JJ at the 110. Which quarterbacks out of Hurts, Burrow, Herbert do you like more at the 103? For me, it's Burrow. I don't know about Badake.
Sorry, what was the question?
It's also Burrow for Badake at 103.
103. Oh, like who's my QB3? Yes. Yes. Okay. I mean, should I? Yeah, I'll go with the quarter. I think it'd be kind of dumb not to take CJ here.
Okay.
I was gonna switch it up and just go completely like left field, maybe get another wide receiver. But I think if CJ's there, if Kyler Murray and CJ were off, well, at least CJ was off the board, then I probably would have gone. There you go, AJ Brown, Jamar Chase, AJ Brown, and then you maybe get a quarterback late here.
Sure. It's fun to try different things and switch things up. And that's what you'll see a lot on the stream here, guys, is people trying different strategies for their own dynasty leagues. Just switching things up. These are mock drafts. So Bijan at the 2-3. I still feel like Bijan is going to end up going in the first round. I don't know. I just have a feeling, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think he will as well. I keep hearing that there's going to be now in the Senior Bowl, a lot of people talking, and I'm hearing more people commentating saying that there's going to be a massive drop off in once the first 10 picks go. It's just going to be like, it is a huge fall off in the NFL draft, apparently, for all the reporters. I don't know how true that is.
I mean, that feels like a very blanket statement from them. Like, is there any other context behind it?
Well, they were just talking about the talent gap in the class when it comes to there's a talent gap in every single position that's pretty significant.
Right.
So, in offensive tackle, there's a pretty significant 1 and 2, and then there's a drop.
Sure.
Wide receiver is 1 and 2, then there's a drop.
I wouldn't say that's super abnormal for most years, but yeah.
No, for sure. But I think you can kind of go and get your guy at the end of the first, where maybe you can kind of push it a little bit. To see if teams are going to take that opportunity and chance. But I doubt it. You kind of just get your guy.
Kenny Pickett not go in the first round? Honestly, heresy. There's AJ Brown and Stroud for me there. Do you think Mixon will play again, or is his career ending? It's too early to say, to be honest. I think he'll play again.
Yeah, I think he'll play.
But it depends if there's video evidence of what people are reporting, because that
I mean,
will
Kamara
change
played the
things.
whole season, and there's video evidence, quote unquote, evidence of him beating up a guy and photos. I mean, what? And now it sounds terrible and it's crazy, but like, it's kind of at the moment it sounds like a he said she said thing, right?
Right.
And I'm not discrediting what happened at the event, but
Not
like
discrediting what she said, are you?
exactly. I think if there's photo evidence or video evidence, and like you kind of see that's gonna like really derail what Joe Mixon, who he is as a player. But
yeah, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Brees Hall goes, then Waddle and St. Brown, as well as Jonathan Taylor, Jahmyr Gibbs, T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson. That's a fun start at the 1 with Pat, T. Higgins, man. Garrett.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs in the second, Trippy says. Well, I mean, people, this might be the landing spot bump. And again, I'm not saying that. I've consistently said that I don't bump players up if they land in Kansas City or Buffalo or whatever. But if I like them and that's where I was going to draft them regardless of landing spot, then, I don't mind the spot. But, hey, that's mock. That's why we try things. Okay, Anthony Richardson goes in the third round. So this feels a little early for some of these guys.
Where did Richardson
go? A little
too
rookie hyped. Remember we did a draft 2 days ago. I got him in the 6th round, late 6th round if I'm not mistaken. So that's, I mean, he's a huge risk, and I'm all aboard the risk, but it's a little bit high. Let me double check.
If I'm not mistaken, he went in the top 10 to the Panthers, right?
He did go to the Panthers. Yep.
I mean, in a scenario like that, though.
Here's the mock draft that we did 2 days ago.
Right.
You can see I got A-Rich at the 6'5", and he was also, I believe, first round draft capital there. But look, to each his own. I'm not saying it's a bad pick. I'm just saying there's a lot more safe picks out there right now on the board, available to you to build that squad. You kind of want to go risk. I feel like you want to go risk around round 5 onwards. Risk upside. I don't know.
I think it may be in a scenario like this where he's going to a team where it kind of feels like he could win out the job year 1. I mean, I don't understand why the Panthers would want Sam Darnold to be starting, and you kind of just new head coach, with Frank and a guy that was brought up quarterbacks in the past. I mean, maybe you take the chance on A-Rich in that scenario there.
I'm down to take the chance, but I'm not taking the chance there.
Okay, let me see if I can.
I'm down to take the shot, but I feel like there's just a lot more secure options in the 3rd round. I mean, you have to hit on these first 3 picks, guys. You have got to hit on these first 3. But I don't know. It's definitely risk reward. It absolutely could pay off.
For sure.
Okay, Olave goes off the board. Wow, Olave after JSN.
Yeah. I mean,
there goes Drizzy Drake off the board.
Not from the Saints. Yeah. Appreciate you, Jason. Thank you, man.
Yeah, thanks for joining, brother. Appreciate that.
That's awesome.
I think it's a good price for A-Rich if he gets top 10. I can respect the opinion. Olave snipe from the Saints. Profile picture. True. Unlucky for Gabe. He knew that was probably going to be the pick there.
Yeah, probably. It was Marky Mark here.
Off the board.
Let's see where Gabe goes. Christian McCaffrey.
That feels pretty late for CMC compared to what we've typically seen. So I feel like I probably am going to go wide receiver. That's just what I always do, to be honest. I love building my teams around a strong wide receiver room.
See me quarterbacks, mate.
And the next player on my rankings would be DK Metcalf, so I'll grab him here at the 311.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm just so thirsty. Like, you ever just wake up and you just like, damn, I'm just trying to drink water. Maybe I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, most days I wake up and drink water.
I guess maybe I didn't drink enough water yesterday. Maybe that's what I'm trying to. Maybe that's my body's trying to tell me. It's like I just chugged this basically. I need another one already.
I feel like when I drink Coke or any sort of soda, my body is definitely like, hey, you should stop putting that down your throat, okay? Should probably stop doing that.
Yeah, probably should stop.
Yeah, I should probably put some other stuff down there now. Okay.
There goes Tua there. Okay. That's
So Tua goes off the board. I mean, I was gonna say that's a really good pick.
Yeah, I was hoping.
I mean, 2 stacks off the bat for Team 12 here. I think he's done really well. And let me see what running backs are available to me here. I don't think I'm gonna go running back. I just don't really want Eckler. As crazy as that sounds, I just don't want to build around Austin Eckler.
See my wide receivers out there.
Might go next off my rankings. Next off my rankings would be Devonta Smith. So I'll grab him there.
Hear all the hype of Derek Carr and everything that's happening.
What?
Wait, hold on.
Did he make the Pro Bowl this year?
Yeah, I think he did.
Have you ever been that hot in Las Vegas? Not that hot. It's probably why I'm going somewhere else.
Wait, hold on. Derek Carr made a Pro Bowl?
I didn't think.
Did I just miss something?
Maybe he's filling for Patrick Mahomes.
Tell me Derek Carr did not make a Pro Bowl this year.
Well, look it up.
This has to be a joke. Tell me this is a joke, right? Don't tell me he made a Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl is like the most meaningless accolade you could possibly have in the NFL. It just means nothing anymore.
Because Derek Carr.
Holy shit, he made a Pro Bowl. What a joke. You're telling me Derek Carr was the next best quarterback in the AFC. That has to be a joke. Hold on.
I think it might be a fill-in, like genuinely.
Hold on 1 second.
Tyler Huntley's in the Pro Bowl.
Wait a
too,
second.
Like said. Did you not
You're
know
telling me Derek Carr made a Pro Bowl? Wow. Okay. There really wasn't anyone else they could have put there? Josh Allen's there, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Tyler Huntley. Huntley made a Pro Bowl? Oh my gosh. I mean, as if the Pro Bowl wasn't already enough of a joke.
Yeah, Daniel Jones made it. I don't know if you know that.
I mean, just put Kenny Pickett in there. You might as well. Why not Kenny Pickett at this point? I mean, he went on that run to end the year at least. What did Kenny Pickett finish out stat-wise?
I'm not sure.
Well, I'm going to find out. That's why I asked the question. Give me 1 second. So Kenny Pickett finished the year with 7 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. That's pretty bad. But they went on that run to end the season, which was really impressive. Completed 63% of his passes. Derek Carr completed 60% of his passes. And the guy's in the Pro Bowl somehow.
This is like really baffling.
How is this not baffling?
I mean,
this is insane. Derek Carr had the 30th best completion percentage this year.
I guess
30 of 34 quarterbacks. Derek Carr was 30th. I mean, put Jacoby Brissett in there, man.
Yeah, I mean,
what is this? This is ridiculous.
What can you do? That's funny.
I mean, yeah, and Tyler Huntley is also a joke as well.
I think he was just like a backup reserve or something like that.
You're telling me that the guy who got replaced as a backup with the third stringer went to the Pro Bowl. He had 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. I don't know, guys. with the Pro Bowl, what does it even mean anymore? Honestly, the Pro Bowl is such a joke now. Who cares about the Pro Bowl anymore?
It's been like that for a while.
Does.
It's been kind of irrelevant for a while. So
why does the NFC only have 4 quarterbacks? Hold up, wait, what? The NFC has 4 quarterbacks. One of them is Jalen Hurts, and he won't be there. The AFC has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quarterbacks. Why did we need to add those other guys then? Someone explain to me what's.
You're so confused.
How could you not be?
I'll be honest. I just don't care. I don't care who's there. I mean, it's fun. It's gonna be cool to watch, hopefully, because it's different now. But it's been kind of irrelevant for the past couple years. You know, so I think the whole thought process of, you know, the cool games could be fun, but
yeah, let's put Mike White in the Pro Bowl. Exactly. Why not Mike White? That's some heavy Derek Carr hate. I don't hate him. He's definitely. I mean, you got benched by your team and you made the Pro Bowl. This team was supposed to win the division. They didn't even make the playoffs. We're giving this guy a participation trophy. Thanks for playing, bud. I don't know. He replaced Burrow. Burrow declined. Oh, that's lame. There's no incentive for good players to play. McAfee calling the flag football game, though, so that's dope. That is cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah. It should be, if you get voted in and don't go, it doesn't count on your career resume. Agreed. But honestly, like, I feel like Pro Bowls used to mean something back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember, you know, if you're like me,
yeah, 100%.
Long time ago, like Pro Bowl was like, oh damn, you made the Pro Bowl, that's awesome. And the Pro Bowl, I feel like it used to be such a cool game, cool atmosphere, cool vibes. It just feels like a joke now. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it was a cool game because they were just lobbing it up, and then people would just make crazy throws, and they would just laugh at each other, and like it would just be fun. But I think people don't want to do that anymore. Like, I think people just got over it because they know the actual game is irrelevant. So I think that's why they switched, and that's why in the past couple of years it's kind of been boring. You know, I mean, we said it. We was like, bro, this is whack. Like,
yeah. At this point, the players' vote might be a heavier influence. Jason says, I think they should use a Pro Bowl as an award, but the events should just be skill challenges, because you're right, it's a joke. Yeah, exactly. And like, to be fair, if you're a player, why the hell would you want to go out there in full pads and risk an injury? It makes no sense. You're right. Like, it should be skill challenges. They should make it fun. Remember those? I mean, this is a real throwback. You guys remember those, like, this is why you should draft me in fantasy videos that they used to make? Yeah. They had like I can't remember the kicker's name, but he was like kicking field goals right off the post. I think Chris Cooley or someone was catching like balls from drywood on the other side with like one hand like that. I can't remember. I mean, they should do stuff like that, you know, like challenges and
for sure.
Get Dude Perfect in there or something, you know?
Dude Perfect.
I
actually really like Dude Perfect. But
I actually never watch their content, but they're great at what they do.
I think they're awesome. I think they're so fun and entertaining. But yeah, I mean, they should have just more like, they should have like.
Yeah. I'm on the board, and instead of researching what I should do at this pick, I just spent pretty much the entire time complaining about the Pro Bowl. So this is what I'm saying, right? Will Levis is in the 5th round. I think Will Levis and Anthony Richardson, I think they carry very similar risk reward. I feel like this is where you start to take the risk if you're going to go at that position. Again, just one man's opinion. I'm up on the clock. I see Quentin's gone, Watson's gone, Pickens gone. Next player available for me would be Jordan Addison. So welcome to the squad, New York Football Giant Jordan Addison.
Talk it up, baby.
And maybe I disrespected Derek Carr a little bit too much in that rant, but I don't know, man. I just don't see a scenario in which the hype was so loud and then you fail so miserably and you get awarded.
No, yeah, I mean, for sure, the hype in the offseason was kind of big. Davante Adams, the chemistry, you know, Davante Adams talking him up.
That's like you being a professional chef and you focus specifically on pastries, right? And then you're supposed to bring a pastry to like some millionaire's birthday party and you rock up with like store-bought birthday cake. You're like, here, I made it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm on the board. Jahan Dotson went. Damn, that's annoying. My tight end feels too early here for me. Is there any running back that I like here? Doesn't really look like it. I mean, Javante's gone. Swifty's gone.
I have a couple people in my queue, but
actually, this might sound crazy, but if he actually gets this draft capital, this is probably where I'm going to take Sharby. Didn't Sharby go early second? Yeah, to the Raiders. I'm assuming he's replacing Josh Jacobs, so this might be early, but I'm going to go Zach Sharby here. Welcome to the squad, El Chabonet.
Zach Sharp.
Yeah, I'll take him here at the 6'2". Welcome to the squad, brother. Cargo Vroom. The great Derek Carr rant of 2023. Almost up there with the great Bateman debate of 2022. Don't forget the DJ Moore debate. The Gabe Davis debate. The Calvin Ridley's debate. There's been a lot on the streams.
Yeah, there's just a lot.
First Derek Carr. Now he's after birthday cakes. Damn. No one's safe. Marvin says, guys, Dynasty Superflex trade question. I have Herbert and Allen, the 101, the 103. Trade the 103 for Judy, 24 first and 204 this year, and 25 second. 103 for Judy. Where's that first projected to be, though, man?
103 for Judy, 24
if that first is going to be projected late, then no. Keep the 103.
Yeah.
So it really
Herbert and Allen.
That first needs to be projected mid.
Yeah, and if you don't like that trade, then move back. You know, because you have your quarterbacks in that 103 supposed to be a quarterback. Maybe move back a spot or two. You know, try to get in those conversations with those people in the middle of the first and see if you can go and get JSN or Quinton, if that's what you're really looking for, trying to trade for Jerry Jeudy there, I'm assuming. So you are probably looking for a wide receiver.
Yeah. Hey, guys, do us a massive favor. 87 people watching. Hey, can you do us a huge favor and drop a like?
You like that?
If you like the content, if you like the streams we're putting out, constantly going live, constantly putting out videos for you guys to watch. Easiest way for you to support the show, to support the channel, to support what we do. Easiest way to help us grow, to help the old algorithm say, actually, people like these guys, let's start recommending them more. So appreciate y'all if y'all could do that for us. That's all love. Tigre says, y'all see Mixon, Coppin, and aggravated menacing. Yeah, we talked about that earlier on the stream. We did. Chris Cooley Hulk smashed his hand to catch the pass without seeing it. Yep. 2 is being faded. We agree. Nothing will top the LeBron rant. No, we do not go back. We will not go back. We won't
that's
talk
what
about
I call
that.
him. He's LeBum.
No, I can't get there. The Bateman argument was a classic. That's true. So we see Will Levis and then Deebo Samuel off the board. There goes J.K. Dobbins.
Because I'm bobbing like I'm Dobbins.
I traded in one of our leagues. I can't remember who it was with now. I think it might have been Proofy. I can't remember. But I traded J.K. Dobbins for the 111. So we'll see if that ends up being
something good or something bad.
Yeah, something I'm happy about or something that I regret.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Not again.
These quarterbacks, man.
Yeah. Kind of had to go quarterback there, though. You knew they weren't going to come back.
I was hoping, trying to stretch it, but it's okay. Okay, that happens. You know what happens. I got a couple sleepers.
Okay.
Got a couple little sleepies.
She's got a couple sleepies.
A couple of sleepies. Yeah.
Iglet says it's a trade question, but also potentially philosophical. I'm in a heavy rebuild, contending in 2+ years. 10-team Superflex start. 10. 24 mid-late first for Dulcich and Deontay. I'll take the first. Personally.
Yeah, I'll take the first.
I like Deontay as a buy low. I mean, he was my biggest regression candidate coming into the year. I feel pretty confident that we hit on that. But that's not a buy low for me.
Absolute classic. Yeah.
There goes Russell Wilson and Kirk Cousins off the board. So these quarterbacks are going, brother.
Wilson. I mean, we got one more guy. Let's see where he goes.
Gotta read the room, man. Gotta read the room.
You just gotta read the room. That's my fault. That's why we monk. You gotta read the room.
You gotta know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. All right, guys, we are actually 191 subs away from 5K, which is actually awesome. That is incredible. All I want to say is thank you for getting us to this point so far.
Is the Pro Bowl happening right now? I'm sorry.
I want to get 5,000 subs by next week. Do you guys think we can do that together? I hope so. I hope we can do it.
Believing for it.
I mean, the easiest way you can help us get there, just like the streams that we're on, the videos, drop a comment, watch them. All that is massively helpful as we grow the community, grow the channel together.
Yo, the Pro Bowl is actually happening right now.
No.
Like the skill challenges.
Really?
Yeah, it's on KO. Check it out. They're doing stuff right now. The Pro Bowl games. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Stuff is happening right now, brother.
Pro Bowl skills showdown. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's a great
We
point.
thought maybe Christian was gonna be a
Looks like they're doing how many punts can you catch? I don't know what's happening right now. They got the big boys offensive lineman trying to catch a punt, it looks like.
Well, that's not very. If I had literally no idea that it was happening, you have to ask yourself a little. I mean, I'm on Twitter all the time, social media. I mean, how did I not know this was happening? Maybe that's on me. I don't feel like they promoted it very well. It's almost like Hard Knocks. Can we talk about that? Did anyone else know that Hard Knocks was already out? Like, they don't promote it at all. They didn't promote the Colts season.
I just don't think we get those commercials, honestly.
Maybe you're right. Maybe we don't get them.
I mean, we're overseas, so it's a little bit tougher for us to get the promotions and like Hard Knocks is releasing today or tonight. Like, I don't know. I think that could be a thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Patrick Carr trying to catch punt returns. He has 3 in his hand right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, I guess. I mean, I could probably go out there and put up at least 2. I'd give you 2 at least. Brandon Ayuk at the 7-2. I love that value. Love it. And then Calvin Ridley goes, which I also love. Let's see what he ends up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. He ends up as wide receiver 33 here in today's ADP. He's my wide receiver 31, so I like the value there. In fact, he could even be higher, to be honest.
This is what I was going for right there because of the draft fee. All right.
You gotta know when to hold 'em. There goes Zay.
Hold 'em.
Damn, I love me some Zay. Me and Daniel Macy, dude, we love the same people. This is exactly what we always draft exactly the same, man. We're just in tune.
Let me just see where.
We're just in tune all the time. We know what we're doing. We got a plan. We want to execute it.
All right, let's see where we can go, baby.
Love Island, baby.
Love Island. Another bombshell has entered the villa.
I actually can't commit to those shows anymore. It is just too much.
Another bombshell.
It never ends. It just never ends.
Do you fancy a chat, yeah? That's how they say it. Do you fancy a chat, yeah?
Like, my guilty pleasure is probably like bachelorette content. Watch it with my wife. Just making fun of people, really.
Do you watch Maps? Married at First Sight? Like those shows?
Yeah. Actually, I'll do those kind of things.
Yeah,
anytime you can just make fun of people and be like, wow, they're weird, and you're just sitting at home like eating candy, watching them. I'm a sucker for that kind of content, but I can't do Love Island, man. It's just too much. It's just too much. Okay, Tony Pollard goes off the board.
Oh, Rashad Bateman. I thought he'd be deep in ADP.
Yeah, think again, brother.
I didn't think someone was going to take him.
Is DJ Moore off the board? He is.
Yeah, he is off the board.
Hollywood's gone. Is Chris Godwin gone? Yep.
Yeah, he is gone.
I think Terry's there, isn't he? Terry's still here. At the 7-11? Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, he takes that. He takes that. Take that, man. Take that.
I'll take that.
You need that. You need to take that, man.
I'll take that.
Make sure you take that, man.
Nah, hey, look. I'll take that. Thanks.
Down.
I can't believe no one has taken Pro Bowl quarterback Derek Carr yet, and we're in the end of the 7th round.
Hey, never say never.
Pro Bowl quarterbacks on the board, guys.
Read the room.
Sorry, trying to keep up with the chat. It's difficult. What do you think of the team I've drafted so far? Trippy? I think it's beautiful, mate. I love the Russell Wilson pick. Great values on these vet wide receivers. Not a fan of Najee that early. Other than that, I like it. Mark Cooper goes off the board. D-Hop, a little early, I would say, for D-Hop. Kind of want to get him at a value. You know, maybe I'm misreading it. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and grab Zachary Evans, who went to the Cowboys in the landing spot that we're using right now. And I'll take him there at the 8-2. This is very similar to how I would probably draft a real team. If I am going to get running backs, they're going to be rookies with draft capital I'm okay with, landing spots I like, and talents I believe in. Or I'll just wait really late for some of these vets. But yeah, no, Trippy, you've done well, mate. You've always done well. Wow.
All right. You know what?
You know what they should do for the Pro Bowl? They should stop doing like football challenges and put them in like Formula One cars or something. You know, like put them in some other sport. Make them play soccer. I don't know. Like put them in some other sort of athletic environment and just see who shines. Put them in a hockey rink.
Put them in a hockey rink.
I don't know.
What happens if you don't like those sports?
Then don't go to the Pro Bowl. Decline it. I don't know.
What happens if I'm a spectator that doesn't like the sport? I don't want to watch them play hockey. I don't give a shit about hockey.
I think it would be hilarious to watch these guys play hockey. Dodgeball, it would be awesome, Claire. Yeah. What do you think of Mike White to the Rams, chatter? I didn't know that was real, but that's awesome.
Yeah, that
Spike
is crazy.
ball, make linemen wrestle. Favorite team drafted so far other than your own would probably be this guy over here, number 11. No, just kidding.
I really like Team 1 the way he started.
Yeah.
I think the running backs kind of fell off. I wish he took Swifty over Eckler.
Same.
But I mean, I like where he's at right now, and he's probably going to go young running backs.
Yeah.
But I mean, starting with T, Wilson, Pittman, Godwin. I mean, all guys under 26 years old, still on first. Well, Godwin is technically on a second, but you get what I'm saying. You know?
For sure. I was gonna say Charms, and then he drafted Cam Akers. Just kidding. But I feel like I always have to shout out Macy. I feel like we draft very similarly. If you are gonna go running backs, go ones that you feel really confident about, and then you still hit on wide receivers that I really like. I like the Pickett and Freiermuth stack. I also like Patrick's team. Trey Lance is. I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like Anthony Richardson's at the 3-2. You got Trey Lance at the 4-6. I'm just saying. I think that you can take less risk with some of these high upside quarterbacks later on. Just one man's opinion.
Yeah, I think the guy.
I also really like Ronnie's team.
Ronnie.
Yeah, I like this wide receiver core he's putting together. Debo's a good bet while these other guys kind of reach their potential. You've got Andrews. You didn't go running back early. I like that. I like what Gabe is trying to accomplish here. I'm just not sure what sort of quarterbacks we're going to have.
Yeah.
We'll see. I know it looks like a win now. Looks like a win now squad, yeah. And then I like the way Team 12 started. So really just highlighted everyone.
So everyone, you're doing great.
Team 4 is solid. They have been playing dodgeball in recent years. Oh. But they are playing dodgeball. I just realized I drafted Ridley and Kirk. Yeah,
Oh,
GG's, brother. Boxing. Boxing would be fun. Mixon's going to be cut. That would be crazy. Could you imagine? Thank God I have no stock of him. Also, 105 in Dobbins is a smash for me for 103, unless you believe 103 gets you a top 20 asset. 105 in Dobbins. I mean, if you need a quarterback and you want to grab CJ or Bryce, I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah, I would agree there.
Yo, having the RBs and wide receivers play soccer to answer the age-old question of what if US... Yes, exactly. Every time we watch the World Cup, we're thinking to ourselves, no one, the best athletes in America don't play soccer, don't play football. So
I always said this. I said this in the World Cup. I was like, if the United States were ever to win a World Cup, the world would never not hear about it. It would be we won the. I don't care who won. Who had the best team, Brazil, whatever. No, we actually won. I don't know if you know that. We won the World Cup. Like, I don't care. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Internationals, they hate Americans and their pride 100%. For sport. They hate it. They hate when we win things. I promise you guys. So, America. Well, yeah. Hey, guys, do us a massive favor. Shout out to everyone watching the stream. All we ask is that you just drop us a like if you don't mind supporting the channel.
You like that?
Easiest,
You like that?
most simple way to support the show. The old algorithm, it says, okay, people like this, let's send it to more people. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support. It means a lot. America! Yeah. I will say this, though. If you're an American, I would highly suggest, and some people aren't going to be able to do it, but I would highly suggest living outside of America for at least a year. At least 6 months. You know? I just feel like it's good to get perspective from outside of America, you know, of what life looks like for other people, what culture looks like for other people. Because I really feel like I changed a lot moving from America. I'm not saying that I'm better at all. I'm just saying I feel like that experience was cool to see how different cultures.
For sure.
I don't know the right way to say it.
No, it's good to understand different cultures and live outside America. I mean, you see these videos on like Jimmy Kimmel or, you know, Jimmy Fallon, where they're saying, what part of what country is this? It's like, it's actually not hard.
Yeah.
You know, like, how do you not know where Australia or Africa or that's technically, those are continents, obviously, but you get what I'm saying, right? But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of embarrassing when you look an American outside and the way America is portrayed to the rest of the other world. When it's like, well,
I agree. I feel like how America portrays America inside of America is very different to how everyone else in the world portrays America.
Yeah.
They don't view us the way we view ourselves.
No,
which is humbling.
It's kind of in a weird way, like I can see how we feel like we're the center of the world, which I do believe we have everything that the world has to offer in America. In
As
my
an
opinion.
Inspiration, you know, business,
exactly,
sport,
accessibility,
music,
exactly, all those things. Not necessarily like sightseeing or culture. I mean, this culture's indifferent. Like in New York, you can go to Little Italy and literally feel like you're in Italy, or go to wherever and feel like you could be somewhere, but the culture is a little bit. I need to make a pic here as I go on a rant.
Yeah. No, it's definitely good to get outside and just to hear other people's perspectives and see. Yeah, the world is pretty big, you know.
Yeah.
It's a big world out there. Clearly, no one cares about NFL teams after they get eliminated from playoffs. So, bring in some incoming rookies for one-on-one drills. Love it. Looking at where I drafted Trey, I'm thinking A-Rich was definitely less of a value than I originally thought. Yeah. Okay, I'm on the board.
What are you thinking?
And we still have a Pro Bowl quarterback available. I don't get it, guys. You guys are letting a quarterback who is in the Pro Bowl slide. There's just so many tight ends here I still like, so it feels like not a good time to draft one.
I got a Pro Bowl quarterback as well. I don't know if you know that. Mac Jones.
Former Pro Bowl, yeah.
I think he went this year as well. Unless you saw, I mean, let me know if that list.
I don't believe Mac Jones went to the Pro Bowl.
Into a Pro Bowl roster. Let's see.
Okay, I'm not even going based off my rankings anymore this far. I'll take a shot on Joe Mixon here and just hope that he, Alvin Kamara type vibes.
Yeah, easy.
He just stays. Pip. What's up, MP?
Pip. How you doing, brother?
Gabe says, I've never drafted. Win now, trying it out, but my quarterbacks are sketch. Yeah. Imagine Saquon playing soccer. U.S. women's soccer is pretty good. That's true. Don't think I've ever drafted running backs this high. You just have 6 wide receivers by now. Yeah, it's fun to try different strategies. Steven says, soccer is so boring. You can watch for an hour and nothing happens. Yeah. Playing soccer is fun, though. Stick to fantasy football. We just don't do that on this channel, man. If we're live, we could be talking about anything. It could truly be anything coming out of our mouths. So be prepared for that. Okay, here I am. Man, I just don't feel like I should go tight end yet. Only 2 teams don't have tight end that are about to draft next. Would I be okay if some of these guys went off the board? Honestly, I think I would be fine, yeah. What's the squad looking like? I mean, we got Deshaun, we got Bryce. Good wide receiver room. Potential in the running back room. Why don't we grab a vet wide receiver? Just let's try and sneak our way into a hybrid team. Let's grab Keenan here.
Okay.
At the 10-2.
Can respect it.
Enjoy this convo. What's it been like living in Australia? It's been great. I mean, I've been here I've been here for a decade now this year. I spent one of those years, though, in LA. What's it like being in Australia?
It's definitely different. Culture is different. I think the lifestyle is a lot slower depending on where you're coming from. I think the lifestyle is phenomenal here. The way the work ethic and in the sense of how, when I say I think the way I break it down is location, which is, I guess you can combine that with weather, and then work lifestyle, right? I think everyone from at least the way the jobs that I had and growing up, they've been very demanding, very you need to be here on time, you need to do this. What are your numbers? And I think jobs here do have that, but I think a lot of jobs are here, and the people and the lifestyles are really relaxed, which I love. And living by the beach, I mean, this is a tropical city. I feel like I say this, it's LA and New York combined. You have a big city that's right on the beach, or on the harbor technically, and then you can drive 10 minutes to the beach. So I'm just gonna grab a person here. So
yeah, I think
lifestyle is slower everywhere compared, for sure. And I think, if I can't really help that. I come from one of the craziest cities, I guess you can say, but
yeah, I definitely enjoy living in Australia. I would say, I think what you're trying to say is people live to live, they don't live to work.
Yeah. There you go.
Which in America, it's very much like you're put in the overtime, make this happen. Work comes first. And I think here, people work hard for sure, but they have proper boundaries on also enjoying their life and not running 100%. Themselves into the ground. Now, people still work their ass off, no doubt. I feel like we definitely are in that category. But I think people know how to enjoy life a little bit more. And
Smash is getting in a Bobby Mine.
I would say, even from a food perspective, I didn't realize how unfiltered America's food is. And again, just hear me out, because this is someone who loves America, right? Loves American food. But there's a lot of foods that you can't import to Australia from America because they simply don't fit health regulations.
Yeah, health regulations is extremely different here.
And the amount of sugar in American food, just everyday food, even in things like bread, it's crazy. I mean, you go from living here for like a couple of years, you go back to visit and you're like, everything is so, there's so much sugar in this. It's interesting because you come here and at first you're like, dang, this stuff's kind of bland. But you realize it's just because they don't pump sugar into everything. And I think I didn't really realize that until I got out of America, how unfiltered and unfiltered most food you get just from the grocery store. I mean, yeah, fast food restaurants, but even stuff that you get from the grocery store or the water that you drink, like the simplest things. So yeah, but I mean, I'd still smash Chick-fil-A on any single day that you could give me.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
I always say this. There's two reasons why I would go back to America: family and accessibility. And then when I mean accessibility, I mean the ability to go to a football game, a basketball game, the ability to have something like Chick-fil-A, something like Chipotle, the ability to, I guess specifically in New York, I can go to a Best Buy in the middle of the night because my controller broke and I wanted to play a video game. You can't do that here, right?
And that's a good point. Like, again, talking about living to live, not living to work. Most shops close at 5 p.m. here.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely.
Yeah,
most
100%.
shops, if you're from America, you'll come here and be like, oh yeah, I'll go get that around 8. My guy, everyone's at home now. Everyone's at home at 8 p.m., you know?
Yeah, and there's the one late night shopping, and that's Thursday, and they're open till 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So
that was a weird transition.
Yeah.
I love it, Steven. What's up, MP? Good, another Australian. Do you have a pet kangaroo? No. But they are a lot like deer if you live in the Midwest. I mean, you can, if they hit your car, I mean, you can total your car. They can be dangerous.
And wombats, that's what they call them.
Yeah. We live with duck and snake, spiders, and drop bears, mate. I love the drop bears.
Drop bears.
Then we smash 50 schooners, have a bobby. Everyone's at the pub at 5. Yeah. Sean says, new to the crew family. How do you guys know each other? How did y'all start this channel / hobby? Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I would say
it's a long-winded answer, but
I'll say this.
Yeah.
Badake and I mean, I know for myself, I've been playing fantasy football since I was like 8 years old. I mean, I've been playing multiple decades. I know Badake got into it when he was in high school. We're both Americans. We both went to Sydney, Australia to study after high school. And then we ended up in a house where we were housemates with 12 other boys. And
it's
that
kind of
was
like a fraternity.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it got a little crazy in that house and made some incredible memories, and learned a lot about other cultures. I mean, we lived with a bunch of people from the UK,
oh my gosh,
Australians. We lived with people
like
from
Koreans.
Canada. You kind of just learn a lot about
Everything.
other cultures. I mean, that's the first time I started watching like Premier League soccer, and just knowing how to make fun of yourself and being okay with it. You know, like all those random things. And you kind of like build like, I want to say like a brotherhood because that sounds really lame, but I mean, there's not a better word for it. And basically, we've already known each other for a while, been good friends for a while in a house with a group of like 12 or so guys. And then when COVID happened, I lost my job as a video editor, as a promotional producer actually. And, Badake also lost his job, and we said to ourselves, hey, like, we've been thinking about doing this for a while. Why don't we just do it for the boys? So we did it for the boys that we were in a league with. And then after like 3 months, we're like, this is fun. And people like it. So we're like, let's just fucking do it. Because we've put hundreds of applications out there and no one gives a fuck right now. So let's just go all out and see what happens. So we started doing that. I would say right around August of 2019. I would say 2020 is when we started taking it seriously.
Yeah, you should. I mean, the best way for you to know how we started is go to our Fantasyland page and to one of our first videos. I mean, it was one that was bad, but yeah, I mean, we've grown a lot and it's been really exciting. So
yes. So from there, I mean, we actually started as a podcast at that time. But podcasts are impossible to grow organically. So this is what's crazy. We've only actually been focused 100% of our time on YouTube since last year this time. Last year this time is when we started this channel.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this channel specifically, and then we kind of realized how to build the redraft channel, and we were just putting up an hour podcast on the redraft channel, not knowing what
literally
was
no one knew anything about us, and we just put up hour worth of conversations about fantasy football on YouTube as if anyone was going to find it or care about it.
Yeah,
we had no idea what we were doing. I'm going to take Jalen Hyatt for the lulls here.
I was going to say that. I'm on my queue.
Yeah. But yeah, we do. Someone said show them the tat. I mean, I know mine's here. Can't see it really well, but it's a 1/8.
Yeah, mine's a little bit better. I guess you can, at least easier to see in the close up. I guess you can say.
I'm selling these. I'm gonna give them out elbow picks for free.
Honestly.
But yeah, 18C. What a time. I know some of those guys still hop in the chat as well and chat with us every once in a while. But that's kind of the premise of how it started, and really I would say since beginning of 2020 we've been doing this full time. We're not making enough to support our family yet, but the goal is let's keep putting in the work to eventually get to that point where we can support our family and do what we love. So
yeah,
that's been us working side jobs, but I know Badake has a side job, just trying to make ends meet, and eventually would be awesome if we can fully support our families from something that we love. But we work full-time hours. I mean, we probably put, I would say, anywhere from 40 to 60 hours a week into this.
Yeah.
And I would say during scouting season, it's probably
so much more. Oh my gosh.
Maybe double that. Because when we're not making, I mean, you have to keep making content or you're not growing. That's the thing. I mean, you have to keep putting things out or you're just not growing your channel, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
No one's doing it for you.
And we don't have like the luxury.
And you also have to scout,
Yeah, we don't have the luxury to like relax, because if we relax, then it's more like you just go down, and then once you have momentum, you kind of want to keep that going, Yeah. It's a bit tough. But it's fun. We do it for the grind right now. I think the off season is fun, but at the same time so hard because football's not actually on.
Yeah.
Like after the draft is going to be like shit. Like, oh my gosh, the gap there is so, like, can we just get football?
Yeah. JB says, dude, after I got back to the US from Japan, everything tasted like chemicals. I'm telling you, bro, it's the weirdest thing ever, because I remember coming to Australia, and first thing I said to my mom was like, everything's bland. Everything is bland. Mm-hmm. And then you go back. I used to be like a Dr. Pepper drinker, and then I went back and had Dr. Pepper, and I was like, this is disgusting. Like, why am I drinking this? Steven says, Zach, the U.S. hustle's too hard. Also, Zach, I think we bring U.S. hustle to Australia. But I think as a whole, I would say Australians, what we said is true about Australians. But we're just not in a, like, if Badake and I were working a 9 to 5, that would be our lifestyle. But we don't have that luxury yet. The goal eventually is to be in a point where we can, be at that point and hire editors and hire designers to take care of the things that we do. I mean, everything you guys see we're doing, from scripting, conceptualizing ideas, video editing, audio stuff, graphic design, everything that you see is us. But we would love to be at the point where we could hire people and support our families from it, and
focus on content,
focus on big picture stuff. Yeah, content. So yeah. Drew says, but can you DoorDash Chipotle to your house in 10 minutes? No, but there's this place called Oporto, which is nothing like Chipotle, but I can DoorDash it to my house in 10 minutes. If you guys have never had charcoal chicken, like Portuguese charcoal chicken, you're missing out. I'm telling you something. It will change your life. What brought y'all to Australia? We studied. Brett says, sounds a bit like Greece with the work thing. I'm pretty sure they just take months off from work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure here you get 4 weeks off every year. It's standard. Whereas in America, I think it's 2. If you're working for a corporate job.
Yeah, they're chilling. Yo, corporate job. I mean, if you can get a corporate job, I mean, that's the way I feel. I feel like everyone that has a corporate job over here is making well over 6 figures and are living comfortably.
I don't think so, dude.
I feel like that's how it feels.
I think
it's just how
in
it
10
feels.
years, like if they stay at that in 10 years, they will.
For sure.
But I think the average starting salary is around 50 to 60.
For a office
Depends
job?
on the job. Yeah, depends on the job.
Depends on the job for sure.
I don't understand Herbert over Lawrence. Oh, really? Wow. Oh, I mean, fair enough. I respect the opinion there. To each his own.
I think we both go Herbert still.
Joe Mixon, yeah, we talked about that, JT. MP says,
Yeah.
I remember this time last year seeing the subs at like 200 to 300 people. Yeah, it's been awesome to see the growth, and we're just trying to keep it going. Keep putting out great content. Tight end 1.5, Schultz, Dolchich, or Njoku. I think right now I would have Njoku.
And Njoku, Schultz. I mean, Dolchich, Schultz, depending on where Schultz goes. I think I have
Same.
Schultz
I'm
last
same.
because we're just in question mark of what's going to happen with him.
Yeah, but I would put them in the same tier entirely.
Yeah.
All Dynasty Deegans looking for info, screenshotted. Mixon's agent just said the charges will be dropped. Okay. Appreciate the hustle, of course, Steven. Sean says that's awesome. Happy for y'all and wish you nothing but the best. Love the content. Really appreciate that.
Yeah,
Brandon says didn't mean to take Elliot. That's okay. What are the wallpapers behind me about? Good question. So, these are just movies that I like. I've never had an office in my entire life until like 6 months ago. So I've been slowly building my office up and trying to make it something that I like. I bought this, you guys can probably see it, but this leather couch, which used to be, I think brand new, it's like $4,000. I found it for $100 on Facebook Marketplace, which is incredible. I'll give you a little tour. You can see little foliage over here, nice little lamp. I got a standing desk, which is cool. Shout out to the Australian government. They gave it to me for free. I don't know where I had it, but anyway, so I'm trying to make it look a little bit better, trying to make it a little bit more homey. And these are some movies that I really like. If you've never seen The Good Time, or just Good Time is what it's called. How do I describe it? If you've seen Uncut Gems, it's a little bit like Uncut Gems in the fact that like it just doesn't stop. Uncut Gems? Yeah, it just doesn't stop. It's just constant. That's Into the Spider-Verse. And then that is Drive. So all movies we're seeing, I like the way that the posters look. I like the movies, so kind of like the color that it brought into the shots.
Yeah.
America depends on seniority. I get 25 days off work. That's good. Currently on week 2 of my week 12 paternity. Love that. Congrats.
Yeah.
That's huge. Of course, thanks for joining.
Patrick.
Are the kangaroo encounters
Frequent?
Where
Where we
Depends
where
on where you
I
live.
live. Yeah, it depends on where you live, but I think more out west, more in like if you're more inland, you probably see them more often.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't see kangaroos on a daily basis at all.
Yeah.
So it's not like that over here.
The U.S. we have unlimited PTO with approval. That's pay time off.
Yeah.
Unlimited. Wow. Which is another way of saying no guaranteed pay time off.
Time off. Right.
Oh, okay, with approval, right? Okay. Are spiders actually common in Australia? Yes. Yes, that is true. Dude, I see spiders all the time in my house.
I think they're not as scary as you.
They're not as scary, but they're as common.
Yeah, 100%. They're not as scary as you would think they would be. Like they show you on TV. Like you probably see the biggest huntsman. We ain't seen the biggest huntsman in the house, right?
Yeah.
We're just gonna see a huntsman. But you have it's the small ones, the redbacks or that are pretty bad. Super poisonous.
Yeah. I would say insect wise, reptile wise, yeah, it lives up to the hype. It's pretty crazy, but they don't kill as many people as people think. But where's Blaze, Badake?
She's downstairs. She must be downstairs somewhere.
Doing her thing.
Yeah, she's chilling right now.
Will kangaroos really F you up? I mean, their kick is powerful.
Yeah, they got crazy kick.
Yeah, just leave them alone. What's your thoughts on age How do you personally determine when it's time to move on from an older player? And these startups, older guys are going, rounds later. Yeah, I think that really depends on strategy. So, for example, if I'm a rebuilding team, I'm probably not going to go out and grab a Diggs. I'm probably not going to go out and grab, a Keenan earlier than I took him. I'm trying to think of names like Cooper Kupps of the world, Devontae Adams. It's not because we don't value them. It's because they don't probably fit our timeline. And I think in that sense, you kind of want to get off the train before the train eventually, because everyone's time is limited. So it depends on the strategy, but I think as well that you can draft them later on and then potentially move them if you're trying to do a rebuild. So it just depends. Like, hey, if this is an incredible value, like if Stephon Diggs lands in the 6 or something, draft him, and then you'll be able to sell him to a win now team. But I think it all depends on your strategy, and it's important to have a clear strategy in Dynasty.
Yeah, I think it all depends on the player as well. I think someone like a Diggs that's older, 27, 28.
I think he's 29, bro.
Still, even older, are still with a good quarterback and doesn't have as much injuries, right? Whereas someone like Keenan Allen is like, oh, okay, you kind of saw how the injuries really affected him. It took him a long time to get back onto the field. Still has a good quarterback. I think every situation's different. So it just all depends on the player, in my perspective.
Yeah, Diggs is currently 29 years old, just over 29. Mike says I'd be sleeping in a bubble. I'm coming on the show to do Australian education segment. I love that, full of beers.
They're not like crawling up the walls everywhere. Like, then it's not like that.
Yeah.
I think they're more...
Especially in like hotels and stuff.
Yeah. I would say... if you see a huntsman, it's probably because it's hot and they're trying to get inside, right? Or
they just want to sleep with you. They just want to hang out.
Yeah, they're trying to find like areas, but if it's too cold inside, and then so they're trying to move. In garages, if you have like a sofa in the garage and you lift that shit up, I guarantee you there's gonna be man spiders underneath there, or wherever, a couple boxes.
Yeah. Iglet says studies show that employees take less paid time off if you offer unlimited instead of feeling like they have to take. Yeah, that makes sense. Those damn companies. How many 1,000-yard seasons do you think Derrick Henry has left? I would say probably 1 or 2 at max.
Yeah, I would agree as well.
Miguel, what do y'all study? What did y'all study working at other than the channel? So we studied marketing. Yeah. And then what were we? I mean, we did a bunch of jobs. I worked for Apple. Badake worked for a clothing company.
Yeah, I worked for
online support, video editing. I was a promotional producer. Just different things like that.
Yeah.
Appreciate your support. Where do you guys feel comfortable taking Swift? He was taking at the 5.2 here. Swifty is currently my running back 10. So I don't think that's a reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, this feels good. Like 5th round.
Yeah, and I think if I'm not mistaken, we are both on the same page with Swift in our rankings.
Yeah, we both are buys as well.
I don't have my rankings up right now, but yeah, I think it's good probably where they got him as well.
Yeah.
So I would agree there.
On the age question, is there ever a situation where you will plan to have a player until their value completely dies, like when Diggs retires? Yeah, I think, for example, if you have Travis Kelce right now, unless you're not competing at all, that's a player you just hold until it falls off. Like, you just ride it until the wheels fall off.
Yeah, there's definitely certain players. I mean, it's kind of hard to, I think a good player that's kind of hard to trade right now, Derrick Henry, because, there was injuries or whatever the year before. Yeah. People don't really want to take him. Zeke is somebody that is going to be has fallen off already. No one wants to trade for him. You kind of just hold him and just say, you know what, I'm just going to ride the train until he falls off. Yeah. And then, but now you plan for them. You plan for these guys and you plan for their replacement to come in.
Marketing major here. I love that, Mike. Best type of degree to get. Marketing will never go away. That's true. That's very true. I was studying social media marketing. I think you were the same.
Yeah, social media and actually just social media. That was something else.
Anyway, guys, really appreciate the love, appreciate the support. If you could do us a huge favor and drop a like as we end today's stream. We have a lot of good content coming out. And honestly, if you want to keep watching us, we just put out what I think is a very good piece of content. We ranked not all, I mean, you know, as many as we possibly could of the 2023 rookies. We tier ranked them. So go ahead and watch that. I'll put it in the comments below. If you want to keep watching some of our content. Otherwise, we will see you guys very soon. I want to do social media marketing. Anything you recommend? Oof.
I guess it depends on the school and what they offer. I mean, we kind of did our thing here, and their thought process is a little bit different, probably compared to what's out there, where you're at. So it just depends on what the school offers.
Only thing I would say is just make sure that you want to be in social media, because it can be toxic. So that's all I'll say. But anyway, guys, all love. We'll see you guys very soon. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Huge.